guys, it's Shelby. Welcome back to my channel where we review products like this and products like this. Thank you so much guys for coming back for another video, and I'm sorry for the lack of uploads last week. I have been having some technical difficulties. My ring light broke and I tried to film using just natural, not natural lighting, but like lighting I had in my house, and it just wasn't it. And so I decided that I would unfortunately just kind of take a week off and then come back to you guys with the right equipment and be good to go. So we're back, and how are you? Are you okay? Are you staying safe? Are you staying clean? This is a really weird time for us here in the world, and I just hope that you all are taking the necessary precautions for yourself and staying clean and hygienic and socially distancing yourself as needed. I didn't really want to touch on this in this video, but I'm going to keep it really short and sweet, but I think it needs to be said. I want my channel to be a place for us to get away and just talk about makeup, and be a place for you to come and relax and enjoy, and everything going on in the world right now is the exact opposite. So while you should stay informed and everything, I'm not a professional on any of the things going on right now in the world, and so I don't really want to touch on it. But what I will say is that creators, if you are posting content about what's going on in the world right now, and you are using it to get views, and you're not a medical professional, YouTube is demonetizing all of those videos, and quite honestly, like, you should be ashamed of yourself. No reason to create further panic than what's already going on, and you're part of the problem. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. There are some smaller creators that I am subscribed to that I'm seeing post videos in stores showing empty shelves, and just clearly using what's going on in the panic and with this pandemic in the world to get views. So shame on you. Moving on. We won't be discussing that on this channel anymore, but I do hope that you all are staying healthy and staying safe and distancing yourself as needed from people to help flatten the curve that's going on. So that's all I have to say about that. But it's St. Patrick's Day, and I wanted to do something fun and green for you guys, just to kind of like have fun and, you know, have as much fun as we can, you know, during this holiday this year. So we already have our base done and stuff, and we're going to go ahead and prime our lids with MAC Painterly Paint Pot, as always. I'm going to be using a Morphe M35 brush to do that. I just started using this brush for priming my lids, and I am literally obsessed. It is so easy to put the primer on this way, and I like it. I was using a brush that was a little bit more stiff before, and I just really honestly now I prefer this one. It's really good. We're going to be using a couple of different palettes to achieve this look today. We're going to be using the Alien by Jeffree Star Cosmetics palette, and we're also going to be using the James Charles X Morphe palette to achieve this look today. And hopefully we can make something really kind of cool and fun. I know that I want to incorporate some gold into this look because I just always kind of think gold when I think about St. Patrick's Day, green and gold. So I want to incorporate some gold, and I have a really nice pressed pigment I want to use for that gold, but that pressed pigment is a little bit on the darker side, so I think I want to do kind of like a grungy kind of St. Patrick's Day look. So it's still green, but it's like a grungy gold and green kind of a look. So I think that's what we're going to kind of do. So that's the idea. I'm going to take a Morphe JS6 brush. It's this little flat eyeshadow brush here, and I'm going to go into a to the green shade, the Foresty green shade in the James Charles palette, this one. I'm going to do a halo eye for this look, I believe. I'm just going to kind of start stamping in the color around in like a halo motion, in like a halo shape rather. I'm going to change brushes. This is too big. I'm going to change to a ColourPop E9 brush. I'm just kind of creating a shape right now, and then all of this will get blended out. I'm gonna make sure to get in this little part of my eye right here, just so that everything looks really nice and round for this halo eye. So I want to make sure there's pigment right in here too. I'm taking it super high up. There's like barely any space there. And she looks crazy. I'm gonna go back in with that JS6 brush. I'm gonna go into the lighter, kind of brighter green in the James Charles palette. And I'm just gonna kind of buff out the edge of this at the top here, just to make sure everything's nice and blended. Also, the brush we were using before isn't as easy to blend in my personal opinion. Then I'm just gonna go back in with this brush again and really just kind of get a shape. No patches, nothing weird. And then just back and forth with the other one, not adding any more product to the JS6 brush. Just gonna continue to blend. Make sure nothing looks patchy or weird. Now I'm gonna just take this ColourPop brush again, and I'm gonna go into the shade, I believe it's called Guac in the James Charles X Morphe palette. It's like this shimmery green shade, and I'm gonna take that and just kind of dust it over the dark green, just so we have like a little metallic-y kind of shimmer effect going on with it. In the inner part right there. So that is cute. For the outer corner over on this side, we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna mix it with the darker shade, the darker green shade, so it's not as light. But it still has a little of that reflect in there. Now I'm just gonna take a big fluffy brush, and I'm gonna take the little like nude shade in the James Charles palette, and I'm just gonna kind of go on the edge here just to like make sure everything on this side over here looks nice and blended, and that there's not like a harsh green line anywhere. And that is green, y'all. That's green. The next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to do like kind of the gold on the center of the halo eye there. And for that, I'm going to be using a pigment that's going to be by Shiro Cosmetics. It's a little indie brand here. See if you can see it there. This is called Constant Vigilance. It's a brand that does like Harry Potter themed makeup and Star Wars themed makeup and stuff. And I've had this for a little while, but I haven't really ever used it. And so I thought today would be a really cool opportunity to use it. So I'm just patting a little bit of this loose pigment into the lid that it came in, and I'm going to go ahead and press that on to the lid. Something went off on my phone. I have no idea what it was. So I'm going to take this little tiny Morphe M210 brush, and I'm just going to like kind of dab into the pigment right here. I'm just going to kind of get into the pigment here, and I'm going to tap off any excess. And I'm just going to kind of press that on to the lid in the center of the eye here. And it's this nice gold. Make sure it's blended. Oh my god, did you see the fallout that gave? Oh my god, I even tapped off the excess. Oh my god. Wow, okay. Tap off excess, y'all. Blow off excess. And it's more of a grungy, like kind of a gold. It's not like a bright gold, it's more like a grungy, it has like olivey tones to it. Let me kind of swatch it on my hand for y'all to see. And it's real, I mean, it's just so pretty. You see that? So it has like browner, more olivey tones in it, and I thought it would just be really, really perfect for like a grungy kind of St. Patrick's Day look. I'm just kind of building that to make sure it's nice. It pops really nicely. We're actually going to wet a brush. I'm really impressed with how that's performing, but I want to know what happens if I wet a brush and then do it. Oh yeah, see? It's just so much more vibrant and pigmented. So, so pretty. Ooh, okay. So now we just need to do like a little inner corner moment, and we haven't even touched the Alien palette yet. So I think we're gonna go inside the Alien palette for that. So, and we need to do an under eye too. So let's go ahead and get an under eye done. Wow, I'm so fucking unorganized, I can't. Y'all, I'm literally so stressed out. Like I am like spiraling because of everything that's going on. She's spiraling, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little bit of that darker green color and just kind of start on the center of the lid here and just kind of work my way out. And then we're going to take a little bit of the guac as well. We're going to take just a tiny little bit of that pigment and we're going to go right in the center of the under eye with it. Right in the center of the under eye. So it's not even really popping too much there, but it is there. So, all right, and then last, to blend out the under eye, we're gonna take that little nude shade from the James Charles palette again, and we're just gonna kind of very loosely rub it underneath the eye, just to blend out that lower lash line. We need an inner corner moment and a brow highlight. So I'm gonna go into the Alien palette by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. But what I think I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna just kind of pat a little bit of UFO right in the center. That just kind of brightens it up a little bit. And then I think I'm gonna do the tiniest little pat of Pluto as well, just right in the center over all of it. Yeah, just to really kind of open the eye up. And then I'm gonna take the shade Pluto and Interstellar and kind of mix them together for my inner corner and my brow highlight. So dab into Interstellar first, it's a darker shade, and then a little bit of Pluto just right here, and inner corner moment, and brow highlight. There's like barely any space there. Okay, so now we need to blend all of that out. So just take a brush and make sure that's blended. Ladies, like, your inner corner being blended is like so crucial. I sometimes will see people with like just this bright like thing here and it doesn't like blend into the rest of their shadows. Like, blend that ish, okay? Blend that ish. Okay, I need to do lashes and liner and do the other eye off camera, but this is how it turns out before that. I'm gonna go ahead and knock that out and I'll be back in a flash. And this is the finished look. How do you guys like it? It is very, a little grunge, very green, and just St. Patrick's-y. I don't know if you can hear it, but my neighbor is having a very intense conversation in another language outside my door, and I wanna go outside and be like, hi, I'm filming, can you not? But he seems very angry, so I'll probably just let him have it. Sorry if you can hear that in the background. It's been going on for the past like 30 minutes. I tried to like not film the outro until this happened, but bitches gotta get a move on. We have places to be, so I'm sorry if you can hear him. I don't know what to say. Anyway, you guys, stay safe, stay clean, stay washing your hands, keeping away from people that are ill, and if you are older, or you have a high susceptibility to catching an illness, make sure that you are staying home and, you know, keeping away from people. Thank you so much for watching today's video, guys. I hope you liked it. Have a great St. Patrick's Day, whatever it is that you were doing. I hope that it is safe and clean, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.